Darkness waits where the waves scream louder than the living, and something is still watching. Darkness, a place forgotten by time, where the waves crash louder than screams, where even the wind whispers in fear. This is the story of the forgotten lighthouse, where something is still waiting. Night had fallen. 3 friends, Liam, Ava, and Jonah, arrived at an old coastal town in Maine. They had heard stories about a lighthouse abandoned for decades. People said the lighthouse keeper had vanished without a trace. Jonah shivered, whispering, "Whatever's here, it's real. People still talk about it." Ava raised her camera toward the darkness. Flickers of glowing eyes appeared between the rocks and trees, as if someone didn't want them there. As they walked toward the lighthouse, the cold sea breeze slammed against their faces. The moonlight barely touched the jagged rocks. Ava whispered, "This place feels wrong." Liam laughed, trying to hide his fear, but suddenly, faint, glowing eyes flickered between the trees. "What is that?" Jonah asked quietly. But when their flashlights shone, nothing was there. The heavy iron door of the lighthouse stood slightly open. Steam rose from it, as if an invisible mouth was breathing. Inside the narrow spiral, stairs were barely visible. Jonah took out his flashlight, but its beam was swallowed by the darkness. With every step, the air grew heavier. The silence deepened, as if the walls themselves were devouring sound. Halfway up, Ava froze. She heard someone call her name. "Liam," she whispered. "That's my voice." I didn't say anything. Liam and Jonah stared, their faces pale. From below came sudden sounds: thump, thump, as if something heavy moved across the wooden stairs. At the top, an old room awaited. A red lamp burned in the corner, as if someone were there moments ago. On the desk lay an old, leather-bound diary. Jonah opened it. Pages filled with tales from past lighthouse keepers' voices, shadowy figures moving without feet, waves rising against the wind. The final page read, "Tonight I hear them whisper. They are always near, and they want the light." The lamp flickered out. Footsteps echoed. Something wet slid across the floor. Ava whispered, "Don't breathe. Someone could hear us." Then, two glowing points appeared in the corner, slowly approaching. No feet, no sound, only sliding forward. A figure, tall, empty, watching. Jonah tried to grab the door. It slammed shut with a crash. Ava's voice trembled. What do they want? Then, a faint click. The diary's pages turned on their own, as if being written by an invisible hand. Every word screamed, "Bring back the light." Liam looked at the broken red lamp, then grabbed an old oil lamp from a shelf. He lit it. A shadow screamed. No sound, no whisper. A scream that shook every bone. Walls shuddered, windows shattered, even the world outside seemed to tremble in fear. Then, silence. They ran, bursting into the moonlit darkness outside. Turning back, the lighthouse appeared still, empty, but Liam saw a glimpse in the upper window. A figure, unmoving, watching. As they moved farther, strange rustling came from the grass and shrubs around the lighthouse. Every step felt like someone was groping behind them. Jonah looked back, only darkness and crashing waves. Ava whispered, "Maybe we should go back," but Liam said, "No, we have to see what this is." They went behind the lighthouse. An old path, once used for maintenance, lay broken and overgrown with weeds. As they walked, Jonah noticed deep footprints in the sand, but no human shape. The footprints vanished suddenly, as if someone was walking in the air. The night wind carried faint whispers. Ava shivered. "Do you hear it? It's saying my name." Voices echoed. Jonah flicked his flashlight and suddenly saw deep scratches on the wall. The scratches formed words. "Don't leave. Keep the light alive." Liam saw a shadow standing in the top window of the lighthouse, motionless, tall, beyond time and wind. They decided they had to run immediately. But as they started running, a horrific scream echoed from inside the lighthouse. The scream was so intense that even the waves seemed to stop. Trees shook, and the wind blew in reverse. Liam lifted the oil lamp high. The light blazed, and at that moment, the shadow vanished. The scream stopped. The three ran toward the edge of the shore. Ava and Jonah paused to catch their breath, but Liam looked back one last time. The same figure remained in the upper window, motionless, watching. They say, once the light goes out, something rises from the depths of the sea to ignite it, and anyone who sees it is never allowed to leave. Fearful,